Hi, welcome to the demonstration of breath alcohol analyzers. Today we are going to demonstrate you all the whole range of Subtronics breath alcohol analyzers that we have to offer. Yeah, so this is like a virtual demonstration of all the products that we are willing to offer in the industry. Every breathalyzer has its own different kind of application. So depending on the type of application is what we suggest. So we'll start from the most basic model to the most advanced models that we have, and we'll explain you the applications as we go ahead. So starting from the most basic model is this particular model. This is called the model MD IG series. So model MD is absolutely a simple analog scale type breath alcohol analyzer. Once the test is conducted, all the breathalyzers have got non-contact type operation. So you do not have to come in physical contact with the mouthpiece, which is installed at the top. The mouthpiece does have a sputum trap to avoid the spit from going into the sensing portion. So the way you conduct a test is just ask the person to exhale the air on the mouthpiece from a distance of 5 to 12 centimeters, but it should be from the lungs. Yeah, the breath sample must be a lung deep air. We'll just show you an example. Okay, that's it. That's the only test. So whatever reading is will pop up on the scale. Now this is particular. We'll just have a liquid alcohol dipped in some cotton, and for checking purpose, just to demonstrate you how it looks, the scale on detection of gas is what we'll show you. Now please see, I'll just try to control the exposure. Yeah, and that's how it shows you. You saw the whole scale went from green, yellow to red. Yeah, anything red, the first dot of red is always calibrated on 30 mg is what we follow in terms of alcohol detection. So in this model, if you see, it's just an indicator model. It's got no buzzer or no beep inside, no audio inside, and this is the quickest breathalyzer. There's no test waiting period for the next test. So the reading, once it decreases, you can see it's coming back to 0. Yeah, so once the breath sample, the alcohol in this testing portion goes down, you can start the next test immediately, which is usually within 5 to 10 seconds, not more than that. In fact, in many cases 0. So this is the most simple type of breathalyzer that we have. The way you switch it on is there is an on-off switch at the side. There's a charging port. You can use any mobile charging port to charge this particular breathalyzer. And the charging indicator is there. The red will show you charging, and once it's charged, fully charged, it will show you green. Charging usually takes around 2 to 4 hours, and on one charge, this device will go up to more than 22 hours of operation. Yeah. Coming to the next breathalyzer that we have on offer is the model PD. Now this particular model is a very, we call it the logical model. PD basically it's come out from very old versions, so it was the police truck device which was used whether or not the person is drunk or not. Here if you see, there is no scale, there is just a green indicator light which is there on the top and which flashes. Now this particular breathalyzer, once you ask the person to exhale on the sensing portion, the reading if above 30 mg will show you red. Anything below that will not show you any indication, and it will keep showing green. So this is a logical type device that we suggest. In case the reading is 28 or 29, it will still show 0. But anything above 30, it's very clear with plants who need to check their staff. And if you need a logical decision, this is the best particular choice for you. We'll just show you how this works. So you give the sample. Okay, there's no waiting period like you see. You can go to the next sample. Let's go and try to show you a positive test. Yeah, so that's the beep that you can hear, and the display turns red. Yeah, so I'm just letting the sample go away, and this can be reset pressing the reset switch. The alarm will reset only if the breath alcohol content is coming back to 0, otherwise it will not. Yeah, there you see it's reset back to 0. Now this is a logical device. Again, it's got charging port at the bottom, the switch on and off, and again the same charging LED to the same charging periods and the same life cycle of the battery. The third model which we come to is one of our high selling models, which we call the model M6. Yeah, so M6 IG, all these are industrial grade instruments. M6 is the same particular, now it's a combination of these two, wherein you got the analog scale and you got the audio buzzer also. So in this particular device, if the reading goes more than 30, you will have the beeping sound, plus it goes and holds the peak most value of the user. So whatever the maximum value it has got from the test will be held over here. I'll just show you that particular demonstration. So it's showing you green now as I expose it to the breath sample. Yeah, that's how it gets, and that's the beep that you will be getting. So this now goes and holds to the peak most value which it has got, and so I can show as a watchman, I can go and show my site supervisor this is the reading, what to do. To reset, you just have to press the reset switch at the side, given at the side. and it will start resetting the device. And once 0 is achieved, you can start taking the next test. So because of its simplicity in visualization and audio alertness, and especially the peak hole reading, the watchman has got the time to go to the site supervisor and show him the reading till the reset button is pressed. Yeah, similar kind of operation, similar kind of battery cycles, and that's reset now. It just beeped. You can start conducting the next test. So this is one of high selling models. Coming to the next model is the same particular device, but it's a digital one. This is quite the latest model that we have for the offering. So here you can visualize the reading also in terms of digits, the exact alcohol traces which has been traced by the person under subject under test. So all you have to do is you have to ask the person to blow Lumbee pair. Any reading would have popped up. So we'll just try and mimic a particular reading here. So yeah, so that's the beep that you will get. Starts beeping, and this also shows and holds the peak most value. So it's showing 103 on the scale. Yeah, and so I can take to my site supervisor, ask them what action is to be taken, and to reset it you simply have to. So there are 3 indications in this basically we get. One is the green, yellow and red, so 30, 15 and 7.5. so you also know where to warn your staff whether there are contents detected in terms of any level from 7.5, 15 and 30. Yeah, the way you reset is just press the reset switch and the device resets, and once it's reset it will beep to tell you. There's a small progress bar that we get, so which shows you the reset period. Once it's reset, it will show back to it's 13-second reset period. So you have to wait for 13 seconds till the reading comes back to 0. Once it's 0, we can start conducting the test. Quite a handy device. You can just ask the person to start testing and conduct your test accordingly. It's got a backlight of special light in the dark. Once you press the button, it glows for a certain amount of time and turns off to save the batteries again. Again, a beautiful device. There it beeped. Now it's ready for next test. Coming to the next model is the best offering that we have is the SIPL 6 model. Now this particular model, as you see, it's quite compact, and it's one of the most versatile and the most feature-packed product that we have. Now this particular product, again, is showing alcohol 0. Once you give a sample, any traces would have been shown here. Let's conduct a small test and then explain you the features of this particular model. I'm just trying to control my alcohol. Yeah, there. So this particular device, as you see, it's detected around 52. It's going back to 0. So there's no waiting period in this. So we call this the free test mode. Okay. Once the free test mode is there, once it comes below 30, this particular device has again got the latching feature. There's a reset switch here. Once I press the reset switch, it will reset and stop and show you the current value. To take a detailed test, so when you got a number of employees coming into, you have no time to wait. So the free mode is meant for that. You can just start taking tests. Only the ones who come positive can be sampled more detailed. There's a sample switch here. Once you press the sample switch, it will say start. Yeah, then you ask the person to blow. Once the testing, there's an indication also to blow. And once the person blows, at the finish, it's just beeped saying that it's finished and the reading is here. Yeah. Then there's also a facility to tag the reading. You can type the name of the person whose breath test we have conducted, so that along with the reading, you can also get this on your computer or your reports which are generated. You can type it just by pressing the up, down and the enter keys. Yeah. And once those are done, you proceed to the next particular test. So this is that particular model. This model has got many more features, especially it's got a SD card. So it's got a 32 GB SD card in which you can save the readings. These readings can be retrieved just simply by taking the SD card and put it in your PC, and you will have a SIPL.txt file which is created with all the date, time and the reading. It's got a real-time clock inside. It's also got a vibrator, so it also alerts the user by vibration, the one who's holding the device. It's got a confidence beep. It beeps after every minute just to give the user awareness that the device is on. And of course the same 3 status technology wherein we give you 3 alarm levels, 30, 15 and 7.5. Apart from this, all other alarm levels can be adjusted in this particular model using the keypad which is provided. Yeah, and again it has got the battery management system board on board, so the protection of the battery is really taken off in this particular gas model, the breath alcohol analyzer. So these are the various offerings that we have right now. Let me start with the most basic model. The most basic model that you saw was MD. We got something similar like MD, but a wall mounted option which works on mains power supply. You have an adapter which is supplied to you. You just plug in the adapter to the device and then you can start using it. Now, mind you, this has got no batteries. This is meant to be on 24/7 at your entry exit points. It's got wall mounting screws by which you mount it. Quite a compact device, and ask the staff to blow his sample. Any trace of alcohol, I'll just demonstrate, which are detected in the will be shown on the display. And again, since it being a MD 230, we call it because it operates on 230, it doesn't have any audio functionality, but it's just for instantaneous checkup of the people under checking. So that's the model MD, similar to something like this. This is the battery operated version. This is the mains operated version. We also got something the same thing in digital, just like a model DBA DBA Pro. So this particular model works on mains. You have to plug it in, and the readings which come in will show you on the scale. Of course, this has got beautiful amplification of lights, green, yellow and red. I'll just show you. So 30, 15 and 7.5, that's how it will show you. These are the readings that occur, and it's very simple for the site manager to take action. If you want to reset the alarm, there's a reset switch which is provided. Just press the reset switch and it starts resetting with the reset cycle. Apart from these, we also have got other offerings like the booths. Now this is a Alco booth. It's a big wall mounted device which mounts at the entry exit places. This requires straws, paper straws to be put inside. The next is Alco booth clinical is what we call it. It's a handheld device connected to your PC and sends all the reading to the PC. This is used huge in clinical trials for pharmaceutical companies and likewise. So we call it a clinical breath alcohol analyzer. It's also the Alco booth series where there's a software to be installed at your PC and monitor all the readings. And the last model that we have is something very recently we've developed is the Alco booth for TMS, truck management system. Okay.
The TMS authenticates the truck and sends the truck data and signal to the Alco Booth Pro for conducting breathalyzer test. The Alco Booth Pro then voice guides the driver to conduct the test.
नमस्ते, कृपया मशीन में स्ट्रॉ द्वारा फुक मारे.
On receiving a successful sample, the Alco Booth Pro indicates the level of BAC by green or red indication. If the driver is found intoxicated, the Alco Booth Pro automatically offers the driver a second chance.
मशीन में वापस कृपया स्ट्रॉ द्वारा फुक मारे.
In case the driver fails the second test, all his test details like BAC value, photograph etc. are sent back to the TMS for further action. The boom barrier gate remains closed, and the truck is not allowed entry in the plant. If the driver passes the test, all his test details like BAC value, photograph etc. are sent back to the TMS for further action, like opening the boom barrier gate, and the truck is allowed to enter the plant.
Okay, so there are softwares for managing your truck's entry exit from your plants, and at every entry exit point, the Alco booth makes sure that the person is got zero content of alcohol while entering the plant. Yeah, so this particular device is a weatherproof device to be installed outside, and the truck driver does not need to get down. He can just pick up the handheld device. It guides him. It's a voice guided device in the local language where the device is installed, and transmits all his data along with his photograph to the TMS software, that is the control room. And from the control room it gets the signal back again, which tells him there are 3 indicator lights, red, blue and green. So that's the range of our breath alcohol analyzers that we have. The small ones come in a very small portable compact case, so you can always stack it back. It comes along with its charger, the test bottles and the operation instruction manual, and of course the device for you to check. So there are some FAQs we would like to answer. Basically, what is the level at which we call the person to be intoxicated? Now this depends from state to state, but what we follow all over India is 30 mg. 30 milligrams is what the level in India is. Anything beyond that, you can call the person to be intoxicated. And calibration. So what is calibration? Calibration, if we say that the alarm is set at 30 mg, then after a particular year there's a technical term called drift, due to which this level may move to 32 or maybe 28. It has to be got back to 30. So that's the calibration procedure that we conduct. And all the devices manufactured by Subtronics require a calibration period of 1 year. So after every year, you have to send a device for calibration at a particular charge, which our customer executives will let you know. Yeah. Do feel free to contact us, and we'll be glad to help. Yeah. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.